Hi, Happy New Year. Today is the 3rd, I think, isn't it? Yeah, 3rd of January. I just put my glasses here. Chit-chatting today um, about last year. Actually, last year, a lot of good and bad things happened, right? The bad things, I think everyone knows, is the virus. But the good thing is, for me, I have contacted with lot, lot, few of old friends. Um, two, actually, two classmates. When I was studying high school in Vancouver, so two old classmates, and a teacher in Hong Kong. I think she taught me when I was in primary school or junior high in Hong Kong. I tried to look for her when Christy was in year 1, age 5, something like that. Because I was in Girl Guide and she is the leader. And so I'm thinking like maybe I should find her that I can introduce Girl Guide to Christie's. But in that time, I know she's still active, my teacher, still active in Girl Guide, but she didn't reply my message. I dropped the message to the headquarters, and I asked, is she still here? I have her full name in Chinese and English, and yes, she is still what you call active in Girl Guide anyhow. So, and now Christy already 19. I finally get a hold with her because she's still teaching in a different high school in Hong Kong because of the virus. So, and she was so busy doing the online teaching. We don't have a chance to meet yet, but we do chat in the on phone and WhatsApp, something like that. Okay, beside my teacher, two of my old high schoolmate. We don't have class together. I think I don't really remember. Schoolmate. One of they both of them has moved to mainland China. One have the last time I met her is I think is Edson 1 year birthday or something like that. Around his 1 years old around. And that means we haven't seen each other for 21 years. And the other one, since I left Vancouver we haven't met. So it was 20, 30, 27 years ago. 27? Yeah, 27, 28 years ago. The last time we met is 28 years ago. And her daughter was, she have 2 daughters. It is so funny. It's because like the one have 2 daughters that she has moved to Wuhan before the pandemic. Is like she moved to the family moved from Hong Kong to Wuhan in 2019 summertime. The kids, 2 girls, study in Wuhan International School, and she came back to Hong Kong during the Christmas holiday because parents still in Hong Kong, the grandparents. So once she arrived, and suppose the husband will join her like back to Hong Kong around like Chinese New Year. Because of the pandemic, the border closed. She can't go back, and the husband can't come down, and they stuck in Hong Kong for 6 months, 6, 7, 8 month times 8, yeah, 8 months. And when we met is about I think we have the social distance and like requirement in that time. I think June, something like that. June or July we met. I think June. We only have a group of 4 persons. Like if we're going to have tea or dinner. Oh, no dinner. Restaurant close around 6. So we have tea time that day. She bring her elder daughter. So 3 of us with the little girl met in the Muji cafe. So we have the regulations, right? Before the food, when you order the food, before the food come, you have to wear a mask. So just waiting for the mother and daughter, right? So we're wearing the mask and chatting and looking at the menu. So when the little girl come, she was so curious looking at us. So we were just like laughing, chatting, say like, oh, I said like you are very curious, like what will we look like when we remove the mask. Then you can see her eyes like, oh, so a lot of question marks. What does mom high school friends look like? And then we chat like, little girl normally or little boy normally don't really like to chat with me because I'm very straight. Okay, but she's very well behaved, very good. So at the end, when we asked for the bill, and the little girl said, "Oh, that means we have to leave now." She said like, I think she was so boring living with grandparents. And they said like, I said, next time if you come out to have tea, remember I want to invite me also. I said, yeah, but we don't have time. We don't have a chance because all of a sudden, like when the new policy came, said like if you have address and you are living in mainland China, and you can go back to mainland. And she was so rushed, packing things like that. And then when I contact her, I said, how come she didn't reply my WhatsApp? And then we had also used WeChat the same. And then when she replied, she said, oh, so it was so rushed. And she said she received the message from her husband that she can bring the kids back to Wuhan around, I think it's beginning around August or late July, something like that. And she told me that, oh, I bring my daughters, she took train. We have the what you call, we call it something like the express, something like bullet train in Hong Kong, okay, to China. We call it Chit, high-speed railway, right? She has bring the kids to Shenzhen, which is the border just next to Hong Kong and China. She have to quarantine in Shenzhen for 14 days. And then after all tests are clear, negative, after the quarantine, then they can take the high speed from Shenzhen to Wuhan. And because even though in Hong Kong the kids have to attend online school study, is quite busy though. Even Sunday, they have a special class every Sunday for a couple hours, and daytime in the morning they have 6 hours online. Well, it's very busy. So everything's now in China is back to normal. The kids back to school around, I think September. They already start normal school time last year to 2020. And the other friends also went back to China. She lived in Dongguan, is close to Shenzhen. Is about, if we take bus from Hong Kong, it will take about, I think, 3-4 hours shuttle bus from Hong Kong to Dongguan. And because the husband been alone for how many months? Actually, from 2019, she already come back to Hong Kong because her mom got sick and she had to take care of her. But 2020, early 2020, her mom passed away. So all this time she was like, that means she's in Hong Kong for a year. So she finally went back to China, and she also need to quarantine in Shenzhen for 14 days. And then after the quarantine, they have oh no, she quarantined in Shenzhen. In that time, quarantined for 7 days in the hotel, and plus 7 days at home quarantine. So after the first 7 days quarantine in hotel, they have a bus drive her back to her home, make sure she's in his flat. Then she has to quarantine, home quarantine for 7 days. So, and then she texted me. She said like, oh, I fully, I can fully track my husband's movement in the house. Sorry, it's cold. today is really warmer. The last couple days is because our house don't have installations for cold weather, just bricks, right? So it's cold. No, anyhow, so uh, I can truly see the track of my husband, because you say everywhere the plant is dead, and then she can see the dust around the table, but one corner is no dust, so she knows he's sitting in this chair and using this corner of table, and then the floor all dusty, so you can see the track of where she goes. You say he know that once he come back home, the first thing is put her shoes, take off his shoes, and then straight to the bathroom, and then to the kitchen just for the chopsticks or what? Not even chopsticks. I should say like take off the shoes and then put down the to-go food on the table, then to the bathroom, come back and eat. And the way she described it, because in Chinese, I say, I can fully picture. And also her husband, also our high school schoolmate. I know him well too. And I haven't seen the husband for even longer time, 30 years at least. So think positive. So right. When people think like what you call depression, always think like what you call, I don't know what it is they call like in English, but in Chinese we call it 牛角尖, the cow horn. So because the horn, like, don't always think to the tip of the horn, something like that. 唔好轉牛角尖, don't turn into the cow horn, because no true, you cannot go out from the tip of the horn. So it's not easy for us right now in Hong Kong. Life is not easy at all. As I said before, like if you're in what you call banking, things like that, that will be fine, because like financing business, things like that, it's a good business, right? But tourism is very bad, and yeah, like for us rely on the China, now is getting better, but still it's not easy. When the border closed, all the manufacturers shut off, so and we have 2 kids to support in UK, so it's a big overhead for us. And the government, they have what you call pay the some like retail company, and some company, if you don't fire the staff, you can apply for the emergency funding. Like my brother restaurant have received the funding, so help a lot for him. Yeah, but for us, because we are retired, our income based on the um, profit margins of the company. So we don't have salary. So we don't have any support from the government. And the kids study overseas, don't have student loan. The government student loan only apply to local university. This is very bad. Uh, yeah. But even though like things that you can't go, then think positive or not to think about it. Because whatever you're thinking will not have answer to you, because the whole world is like that right now, right? Yeah, spend less, but can't be no spending is impossible. um yeah, hopefully things will be getting better and better in the next few months after the vaccines for everyone. Even though most of people were afraid of the side effects, like for myself, I don't think I'm able to take the UK or US vaccine because of I will have terrible allergy. Maybe years ago when I visited the specialist for heart, uh, because sometimes I feel my heart pumping, brum, 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 so I'm afraid something happened to my body. So I went to the heart specialist and examined, blah, 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 say I'm fine, but they say like he said bear in mind that if anything have to inject to your body for like the scan, you have to inject something into your blood stream. He said you can't do that, you will have allergy reactions. So that's why this new um, vaccines, I don't think I can take it. Even though like the flu vaccines, I I don't really take. What I do is I of course I visit my Chinese doctor when I feel my body is a bit weak. I will ask him to check me out, like just by reading my pulse already tell a lot. um, how's my organs and things like that. And if he suspects something problem, then he will ask me to go to have like physical examination, like I mean it's like to have a scan, ultrasound or things like that. But for once a while checkup, like when he read, he say, oh, like my cholesterol, I I can't take the statin still, so I can feel that my cholesterol is still high. I took the Chinese medicine for a while, but I'm so lazy, and because you have to boil the herbs for twice a day, daily, and medicines like Chinese herb in Hong Kong is not cheap. Yeah. Let's see. My heart, my blood pressure is, it seems like this new medicine is fine, but these 2 days has been high. I don't know why. Maybe because of the cold weather make my pressure pump up. So 麻烦了 more supplements like omega-3 supplement, less fatty stuff like meat, eat more fish and vegetables, need to exercise. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Any suggestions what to do to have, I don't know. No suggestions, right? For health, everything is based to like self-control. The packing for the cream has arrived, so it's something like this. So I have to squeeze the cream in from the bottom and seal it. Who wants to have the cream write down the message? Okay, then I will follow up on next video what I will do to the one who won the cream. Okay, thank you for your support. Happy New Year's again. Bye bye.